Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to another Let's Chat Live or Let's Chat Aqua Live. Welcome to this wonderful weekend. I hope you guys had a good start to your weekend. And while people are trickling in here, let's go and do shout outs for people that have been waiting. Mark, Courier, Mike, Past Third Mode, how you guys doing? Glad to have you guys on board. Keith Ford Lee, Pet Sonics. Ando, how you doing? Damien, Markham. Aries Aquatics. Aries? Aries Aquatic. BSA Aquascaping. Wow, a lot of people already joined in. Whoops. Matt, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. I'm glad to have you guys on board. Anyways, got a full board of things we're doing today, so a full line of things we are doing today. So I'm glad to have you guys join us. I just set up the Aqua Eval interface for myself, so it'd be easier to show you, do the Aqua Evals, and we have Aqua Evals this weekend to check out, so that's going to be kind of fun as well. There's a couple things I actually want to do. The app is actually, when you guys do suggestions for these evals, I want to record them and then attach them to those evals, so that later on when you go back and look at your evals again in the TWB membership website, you'll be able to log in with your YouTube account, so kind of tie those two in. So when you submit an Aqua Eval, you can always look it up and then find out exactly where the point in time of the video it's at, and then you can watch that part of it and keep going back, as well as see all the the comments that have been suggested suggested to you by the other people in the chat, not just me. So yeah, there's actually a lot of plans to this membership website that I'm doing right now. Here's what's going on: is basically I'm just trying to create a more tight-knit group so we can talk to each other better. I mean, the Facebook group is okay. It works okay. It's just so very hard to organize everything on there, and it's very hard to organize any of the videos on YouTube. I mean, because YouTube's all about watching and then you forget it, but the problem is a lot of stuff is like how-to that I do, so it's always a better way to organize, so you go back and watch them again, or if you need to, or you need to find some kind of information. Anyways, yeah, that's beyond the point. The other thing is, I just want to get away from the whole. This is a weird thing, is that I want to get away from the whole, like, not get away from it, but more like have a smaller section of the community of people that actually follows what we do and needs help, or just want to join in and be part of the group, and it's its own little section. Does that make any sense? Basically try to just get those. It's frustrating because there's a lot of weird drama stuff that goes behind the scenes that you guys don't see, and honestly I don't think you guys, most of you guys, like 99% of you guys, really care about, because you guys just want to see the content, just follow your favorite YouTubers and stuff like that. But man, behind the scenes, drama. I'm telling you, it's horrible. I mean, behind the scenes, not just the naysayers, not just the people who are just hating on someone that they don't like for some reason or the other, and getting secondhand stuff, and it is a mess. I'm telling you, a lot of it just makes you want to just start. I mean, I already unsubbed to a couple people I just don't want to deal with, because that's the thing. That's one thing I learned in life, is you want to keep company with people that you want to be. If you want to be successful, you want to be go getter. You want to just just rule and conquer over life. You got to hang around those people. You got to be you got to just be surrounded by those people. Otherwise, they're just going to drag you down, and that's kind of, I know it sounds bad, but that's just the kind of way how life is. You want to succeed, you want to get better, then you can't have anyone dragging you down. You got to hang around with people that are all about just getting it done. And stop the bitching and moaning. Stop bitching about what you don't have versus what the other person have, or what the other person's doing. Just worry about what the hell you're doing, right? And a lot of these people are just like, okay, unsub. I just don't want to deal with this. Bullshit, stuff like that. Sorry for cursing, but it's the truth. So it's basically that. It's really that. I just like, whatever. I don't need it. don't need to worry about it. I just got a lot of things that I rather deal with, you know. Versus that one hater, I have hundreds of likers, right? And that's who I'm worried about. It's like what I'm making these videos for is for those people, you know, not the little nitty bitty insignificant one wannabeers. You know what I'm saying? Oh wait, so welcome Valinsky's tank, Samuel. That's cute. I like that. Whoa, Peterson. There's that weird first name again. I still can't pronounce it. You probably told me how to pronounce it. I can't pronounce it. How does okay, Siddharth? Someone might have to answer this, because what does temperature affect guppy fry? But 99% of fries are female. How can I get more males? I can't answer that. I'm not a breeder guy. So hopefully someone in the chat can answer that. All right. So if any of you guys breeders understand the breeding thing, is there anything that you could make it so that you get more males out of his fry? Let's see. What plants don't need CO2? They all need CO2. Tivan, they all need CO2. All plants need CO2. You're asking if what plants don't need, I guess, injected CO2. It really depends on your setup. But what you want to do is look at the videos. I have a couple of them, which is they call it low light demanding plants. All right, those are the plants you want to look at. Those plants can be grown in low light and doesn't need a high CO2 environment to grow. Most plants don't. They just don't grow as well. It includes the low light plants, right? But if you want to grow bushy and stuff, then you start using CO2. But again, all plants need CO2. You have CO2 in your tank. You just have to balance out. Like if you watch my CO2, currently the 2 videos I have out right now in this series, the first video goes over it. You could do a natural CO2 equilibrium in your tank. Okay, and I go over that. Basically, you just make sure you have surface tension to equal balance that CO2 and O2 limit in your tank. Okay, you need that. If you're not injecting CO2, you need to get that surface agitation to promote the gas exchange between your tank and the atmosphere, right, or the air around your place. Okay, so the best thing to do is have surface tension if you're not injecting CO2, so that the O2 and CO2 could, build itself up in your tank. All right, and then most plants, most all plants out there will grow without injecting CO2, just not as well. Okay, and that goes for every single plant out there. The less CO2 they have, smaller they'll grow. They'll look like kind of thin and unhealthy, kind of sometimes in a way it looks unhealthy. But yeah. But I think you're asking if they don't need pressurized CO2. The best way to go about it is just go ahead and look up videos and look up articles on low light demanding plants. Hi Ken, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Jordan Payne, how you doing? What's up, Prolific Breed? Hope you're doing good. And honestly, guys, I mean, you guys could use FAM, but I don't know, water box screws or whatever better. I just want to stay away from that fish FAM stuff. Wait, you already asked that. Prolific Breed. Red Rum. I'm just gonna support that. Red Rum. I like that. Oh, okay. Peterson. God, I'm just gonna say Ood. Alright? Yes, he says some guppies will grow as males, so I'm not sure how that works in the breeding standpoint. But yeah. So now, Samuel, love your videos. Well, thank you very much, sir. Love that you are joining us here in this chat. Yeah, I don't have a topic going on today, so guys, go ask your question if you have any questions or any comments or whatever or any topics you guys want to talk about. Doesn't always have to do with aquariums, we talk about other stuff. So yeah, I don't have a topic on today. I guess my topic was just whatever I already talked about. It is so weird, guys. I don't know how to, it's just you're sitting at this point where you're going like, well, why am I dealing with certain things, you know, in this community, and that was one of the reasons why I left the tabletop community. You know, already at 30,000 subscribers, and I was just like, you know what, whatever. You know, I'm gonna go do some other hobby or something, because this hobby is just full of idiots or haters or whatever you want to call it. Not all of them are, honestly. Like I said, most of my concentration group is hobbyists, people who do painting, miniature paintings and stuff. But you know, we still got some of those people in there too, and it's just very toxic kind of community. You know, and then when I got here, I thought it was great, and then you know you start, you know, seeing things that you don't like, and you know you just get to the point where like, you know what, I don't want to get in the middle of this, you know, and I'm just going to do what I do, and do it for the people that are watching. And you know, because this is one of the things that I think people who hate on other people, right, are the people that just gonna hate on you after a while, sooner or later. They just want to hate. I don't know why, but yeah, they do. Maybe they're just, mostly they're just not happy with their own lives. So, Ken, how should I wait? Ken asks, how long should I wait to add fish? Ken, you wait until your tank is cycled. Get a testing kit. If you can't get your testing kit, get it tested over at your local fish shop or whatever. They'll usually do it for free for you. Just make sure your cycle is done, and you can start adding fish. I mean, you could add fish before the cycle, but I do not suggest. A lot of people don't suggest it. You most likely and can kill your fish or stress them out, and then you know, stressed fish equals diseases and stuff. And they die, and then you know you have the funeral. You have to fill out all the paperwork. It's a mess. Hi D, down the wormhole is in the house. How you doing, darling? Good to see you here. Mark asked, I do have a question. The tan for my shrimp, will it affect the light my plants get? The tan for my fish, will it affect the tan for your shrimp? I'm assuming you're talking about tannins for your shrimp. Is that what you mean? Please clarify. Tavon! Oh! Ooh! You asked the big elephant in the room question. Thanks, but what about liquid CO2? It could work. It's really hard to control. You could overdose and kill your fish really easily. I hate the stuff. It's not liquid CO2, it's liquid carbon. Alright, there is a big difference. Alright, if you put liquid CO2 in your tank, it's going to freeze your water and most likely kill your fish. And most likely probably be very dangerous for you. But liquid carbon in itself is, what it's doing is adding a certain carbon element in your water that your plants can and sort of take up. And that's where the science gets really iffy for me. Because this is the carbon that is created within the plant itself during photosynthesis. So I don't know how this carbon will intake through the plant. Now, a lot of people say it works. It could be a placebo for all I know. But personally, I used liquid CO2 a while ago, and I hated it. I hated it. It wasn't as efficient as pressurized CO2, first of all. Right? Second, it's just not very controllable. You know, you can't control it as well as you can pressurized CO2, and that's my opinion, honestly. Will it work? You have to try it on your own and try it. Just follow the instructions. Do not go above the dosage of the instructions. See if it works for you. Let's see. Team Water Box. That's it. Team Water Box. And that's what we should name the community site. Team Water Box. Oh, sorry, David. I hear your internet was out. Well, thank you very much, Mark. Prolific breed. See, okay, how about this? Here we go. So now, Samuel, I was planning on setting up a DIY light setup. Okay, and I was checking up on the RGB floodlights. Is that you who posted about that? Thoughts? Would they be better for spectral range than normal cool? Any thoughts? Okay, I looked up into it because someone, I don't know if it was you that said in the comment about RGB light, because I had to figure out what that meant. I know what RGB means, but I don't understand how RGB works on a floodlight, right? And then I went and looked, and RGB worked on floodlight based on the colors it's using, that you can adjust back and forth. I have to do more research on that, because just because it's RGB lights, diodes, doesn't mean it's the right spectrum of diodes that's being used. Again, I have to look into it, and I have to actually see what kind of diodes being used on a floodlight. Like, those floodlights are built for show, to light up things. It's not really built for growing plants. So those red and blue diodes probably won't even hit those ranges that the plants need. So that would be out. So you would have to concentrate on how much spectrum, blue and red and green, it gives out together or whatever when you're adjusting it based on the diodes itself, if it's even in those nano ranges. I'm talking science right now, or I'm spewing scientific terms and stuff like that. But there's a lot more to it. Just because it has RGB and you can control RGB by itself doesn't mean that it's going to give you the spectrum that plants need to grow, if that makes any sense. See, because there's another thing that someone in my comments said, because someone made a comment last live stream about the pink floodlight, the pink lighting. And he said, oh, it's pink because plants use pink, red to grow and whatever. But that doesn't necessarily. And we had a really nice conversation about it. It wasn't like he was ragging on me or anything. I had a really good conversation saying, look, it's not just because we see it's red doesn't mean that it's going to give this red spectrum the plants need to grow. There's a certain range of red spectrum that the plants need. It doesn't mean just because the light's red, they're going to get red. Okay, we see red differently than plants see red. Okay, plants see colors in a whole different spectrum, a whole different way than we do. I mean, people got to understand that. So just because that grow lights are red, and a lot of grow lights are red because they take out all the diodes for the whites and the blues. So that's why you see grow lights being red, because they really want to concentrate and give you a lot more of the diodes that to give you that spectrum of red. The spectrum of red. And most of the time, because it's down in that range, we'll see the same red, or we'll see red as well. Okay, we'll see red as well, not because of the same red that we see the plants are seeing. If that makes any sense. Holy shit, I'm going off a tangent here. But yeah, thoughts on those RGB floodlights? I don't know. I need to get my hands on one and play with one. So I'll look some up and see if there's a cheap version of it, and then buy one and check it out. Hey Martin K, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Hey HC Aqua, good to see you, buddy. Ken, I'll just use the cycle filter. That could work. Stick in the cycle filter, let it run for a couple of days, and then and then do your measurements and see how well it works, or how well your water has been cycled out, if the ammonia's been cycled out or whatever. Okay, Aries Aquatics, what are your favorite root tabs? I actually don't use any store-bought root tabs. If I use root tabs, I make them myself. I use Osmocote Plus. I use Dr. Irons. Mix them up, the iron and the Osmocote Plus. Then put them in capsules. The capsules, number one, they're about that big. I had some here because I was making little water dishes for my tarantulas, which are over here. These are this is my Choco Golden. I was answering a question, but my favorite root tab was that. Do it yourself root tab. You have to feed them. You guys can't see them because it's dark and they're all tiny right now. Really tiny. So that was the Choco Golden, and this right here is a pink salmon bird eater. Ooh, he's feisty. I think he's hungry. Yeah, but they're really tiny right now, right? The bird eater is about that small, and the Choco is about that small. But they're going big, pretty big. Yeah, my friend from the reptile or exotics pet channel that I'm doing with got me in the trenches now. Great. And I gotta pick up D'Artagnan. Oh, by the way, D'Artagnan, that's my leopard gecko. That's what I named him. I pick him up. I gotta get the rest of the stuff set up for the environment and pick him up and you know, take him home. Let's see. Where am I? I mean, so are you guys saying things twice or something? Or is just something wrong with my programming? I must have pressed the wrong button. Oh, there it is. Raskar. Can I try start with Sagittaria sabulata, which is dwarf hairgrass? Yes, you can. Dwarf, no, not dwarf hairgrass. Dwarf Sagittaria. Yeah, you can. You definitely can. I just don't like that stuff. I hate it. I need to get rid of it in my tank. I might have to reboot my tank to do it. Because those things are going out of control in my tank. And I hate it. It's growing into my Blixus, growing into all my other plants. And I want to just completely redo the tank because of that. And get rid of that stuff. Because even if I pull it all out, I know this for a fact. Even if I pull it all out, there's going to be roots still stuck in there. And they're just going to go all back in again. I just don't want to deal with it. So what do? You have an excuse to reboot the tank. Jordan Payne, welcome to chat. What would be the best way to plant HC Cuba? I've been watching videos on YouTube, just wondering if you found a way that we put them in your substrate. I mean, there's no trick to planting HC Cuba. HC Cuba. Well, I mean, for something, if I want to create a big lush carpet, I'll do the dry start method. Because it makes it easy. Otherwise, you just plant them in clumps. That's the only way I could suggest is plant them in clumps. There's no like easy, tricksy way to do it. So, D down the road. Would my crypts like root tab? Yes. Or should I try swords again? Both. Swords are great. I love swords, and I love crypts. And crypts do love root tabs. They are root grow. There are root feeders. If they have really nice substrate, they will grow in a huge bush. And then when you pull them out, if you've never seen that happen, go watch my 20-gallon long Dutch series, because that's what happened to mine. I had to pull them out. I forgot which video it was, because they were just overgrowing the tank. It was like this small bushel, and then it became that big in like 4 weeks. So I had to get them out. I was like, oh shoot, these are growing way too fast for compared to my other plants in the aquascape. So I need to pull them out and just kind of put them in another tank or whatever. So when I did that, it was mass roots. I mean, huge roots, massive roots. It was crazy. So give them like excellent substrate, give them lots of CO2, lots of lighting, and they'll just grow like crazy. Okay, what's your opinion about Phoenix Planet Plus SCCC version? Okay, get the CC version, whatever the latest version is. Okay, just to save yourself some headache, because it has all the everything upgraded on it and doesn't cost anything extra, right? Oh, actually, I think between the SC and CC, there's a couple dollar difference. Go with the CC. Phoenix has always been good to me. Not just the products, but just themselves over there. I think they've seen me do some videos about their lighting system and everything, and they've always contacted me, say, hey, thank you very much and stuff. They're really cool people there, and they've always answered my questions. So Phoenix Planet Plus, yes, love it. Again, like for any lighting fixture, it really depends on what you're trying to do and how big your tank is and what you're trying to do in your tank. Dormscape, at work, the YouTube reminder never went off. Ugh. Thanks, YouTube. That is a pain in the butt. Ricardo Swabs, it says, ways to help with algae problem. balance your tank. I'm gonna keep saying that. Just balance your tank. Go watch the video if you don't know what that means. You keep the balance going between your lighting, your CO2, your nutrients to make your plants grow really healthy. All right, better yet, here's a better way to say it. Ways to help with algae problem is to grow healthy plants. All right, that is actually the right way of saying it. All right, grow healthy plants, and you'll barely ever see or have any algae problems. Okay, because your plants, if they're growing healthy, they're growing bushy and large, and they're intaking all the nutrients you give them, all the light you give them, all the CO2 you give them, won't leave anything else left for algae. Okay, so grow healthy plants. Okay, if anyone's ever have algae problems, the first thing you should really do is grow healthy plants. In order to grow healthy plants, make sure your tank's balanced. Okay, so pay attention more to the plants than trying to tackle the algae problem. When you start seeing that you have an algae problem, look at your plants. Find out what's wrong with them. Why are they not growing fast enough or whatever? Or are they growing as fast as they could and you're just over lighting them? You're over CO2ing them or over nutrients them. You don't want to over CO2 them, but that will actually cause much of a problem. Too much nutrients, too much lighting maybe, more than your plants can uptake, more than your plant load can uptake. All right, that's the other thing you gotta remember. Plant load. All right, if just because you have a couple stems in there, won't do you much. Even if you give it, intense lighting, intense CO2, or whatever. There's only 2 stems of plants growing in there. It's not gonna uptake everything you give it, and the algae is gonna take it over. All right, grow healthy plants. Grow lots of healthy plants. Okay, and if one day everything looks great, you suddenly get algae problems, look at your plants. What changed about them? Why are they not? Because there's going to be something really, maybe even minute. But just look, right? And remember, keep looking at your tank throughout those times. Just keep a mental picture in your head. So that way you can always go back and refer and say, hey, well, this plant, I remember the stems were growing way longer or was more vibrant than it was 2 weeks ago. Or, it was way more vibrant 2 weeks ago. So something is off. Let's find out which nutrients is missing. Maybe it's not getting enough CO2. Maybe the lighting is just going bad. Things like that can happen. Even small little things like that can happen. Throws your balance off. You suddenly get algae. Okay, so the most important thing is just grow healthy plants. All right, Angelo. Talk to you later. Hey, 54 Punchy. How you doing, kiddo? No, Sam. Some of my S weapons are browning along the edges and leaves are a little wrinkly. What's going on? I am dry starting. What week are you in, Nasem? What week? Let us know what week you're in your dry start. But that's bound to happen, especially if your S weapon. How were your S weapon? Where did you buy them? Did you buy them grown immersed or submersed? That's the other thing I need to. You need that information. They're good, but not spreading. Like spreading out. It could be the lighting. Are they at least going upwards? D. Okay, she asked. They're doing good, but they're not spreading. So spreading meaning shooting runners off to grow, expand. That could be lighting. That could be nutrients deficiency. Or CO2, or you just have a really low light environment where it's just going really slow. Because they will grow slow in low light environments. They'll grow, but they'll grow slow. Todd Radson, welcome to the live chat. Red Dirt Cichlids, hello. I can't read that language. What was that? I don't know what happened to that. Hopefully, Mike, you handled it. Maybe it sounded... Oh, yeah, I don't know what that is. Hello, my fish peeps. Okay, that's what it is. It looks very different on my screen because, I'm grabbing the chat. Sphinx LOL, I have Amazon swords in tank and it's been there for about 3 months. It's very healthy growing but hasn't produced runners or crowns. Any ideas what's up? They're Amazon swords. They grow really slow. Even in a highlight environment, they grow pretty slow. If you're expecting runners, well, they don't produce runners. to produce shoots. Okay. If it's not a very, very high light environment, very CO2 rich, a really high, I guess, high tech tank, then they will grow really slow. Even in a high tech tank, they grow really slow. Okay, they're just slow growers. But give it time. Sooner or later, you start seeing shoots and stuff. Like, I don't even notice them until I look at it like 3 weeks later and go, oh, wow, it got really bushy. Right? Because it goes so slow you can't see it. I don't know how else to explain it. But just leave it alone, let it grow. If it's growing healthy and stuff, just let it grow. It's really hard to push growth on swords, I find. At least I find, anyways. Oh, okay. So Mark's talking about he put in bark and leaves for shrimp and it tanned the water light brown. That's fine. It will affect lighting a little bit, but the tannins will go away. Just do water changes and just let it go on. Will affect the probably not. Hopefully, I don't think. If I'm trying to remember your plant setup or your aquarium setup, as long as it's not very, very, very dark, you're fine. Okay, Cleve Bordelli asks, CO2 inline diffuser or in-tank atomizer for 40B and which brand? Ooh, go inline diffuser. Alright, if you have a choice between inline diffuser and an inline tank atomizer, I go inline, inline. Always go inline. Whether you go inline atomizer or inline reactor is completely up to you. Both will work just as efficiently. The inline atomizer, however, might sprite your tank, which people hate. I love it. I know some people hate it. Then you would go inline reactor, and reactors work great too. So really, that's really up to you. But the problem with inline reactors, you need decent GPH, water flow running through your running through the hose in your reactor, whether it's through your filter or just a power head. But make sure you have the GPH to run it. Otherwise, go with inline tank atomizer. But just a warning, it will sprite your tank. But always, yeah, inline diffusers, just like Diego said. And always inline over in-tank atomizer. It's just a lot more efficient. Unless you have an in-tank reactor. Alright? In-tank reactor is just about efficient as inline diffusers. Assuming you got the flow going. And people don't use inline reactors anymore, or in-tank reactors anymore. I used to run an in-tank reactor, and I will explain that in the videos. But it's basically a reactor that runs inside your tank, and you can actually make them. It's pretty easy. But the problem is people don't like it because you have a big you have a big contraption in your tank trying to diffuse CO2 all day. Okay, Nelson, your style reference was from the Grow Cup. Okay, just let it grow. Just let it go. Make sure you have, I don't know what substrate you're using, but make sure your substrate is nutrient rich, meaning ADA aqua soil or soil itself. I think those are your best bets with nutrient rich substrate. If not, then you need a dosha water column. Dosha misting water. Okay, and hopefully you've dosed the water that you kind of flooded your initial substrate with all-in-one fertilizers or something. Okay, but other than that, just let them go. They'll do that. Leaves will kind of turn brown first few weeks, and then they'll suddenly spurt in growth and go really lush. Diego says Milwaukee pH controller helps a lot to keep. Well, any pH controller will help. I think Milwaukee's a decent controller. I'll talk about that in those videos. But they're pretty cool. You could control your CO2 if you're too lazy to do it yourself. Okay. All right. So back to NoSam. It's going to just kind of, well, it'll happen. Browning on leaves happened. It happened to my HC when I was doing the dry star method on that 20-gallon long, and the other time I did dry star method, they were browning too. But it only happened the first week or two, and then it disappeared. Well, it overgrown it, and it just disappeared after a while. So I'd say as long as it's not going overboard and it doesn't look like it's going out of control, you should be okay. D said, yes, I want runners. The tank's covered in duckweed and water lettuce, working on keeping it down a bit. Well, your duckweed and your water lettuce is going to cover up the lights on your lighting. It's not going to get much to your crypts. Crypts love lighting. They love CO2. They love CO2. So if you give it the right environment, they will grow quick and fast. But in a low light environment, they'll grow slow. So as long as it looks healthy and they're growing, it's fine. You just won't see fast growth out of it. And they're growing, you just don't see it. Martin K, your swords grow fast. Awesome. D True says, getting my first planet tank sap going. Yes, good luck. Hope you have a good time with it. If you have any questions or comments, go join our Facebook group. You could ask them in there. Tons of people there willing to help. It's growing very bushy. Hasn't produced a crown yet. You know what? I never seen any well, maybe it might be the type of swords I'm growing. I never seen any of my swords crown. I don't know how people get swords to crown like that. I don't know if it's just the type of swords I'm growing. So, but if it's growing very bushy, leave it alone. Just let it go. Don't worry about it crowning. Yes. When your sword's flowering, is that a good thing? Yeah, it's a very good thing. Flowering is good for plants. It hasn't reached the top yet. It's up to you if you want to leave the flowering. A lot of people do. It's really cool. But that means it's doing pretty good. Diego has a good tip there. Try to keep your water at 6.5 pH for swords to grow better. Softer water, swords love soft water. Oh yeah, Martin K. Very good, yeah. If you want your swords to grow new leaves in the center, I guess that's what you mean by crowning, then trim out some of the leaves. You know, either on the sides or whatever. You trim out the leaves, it will make the sword grow more. And actually quicker. A lot of people will see that too, grow quicker. If you want them to grow more in the middle and sprout out, instead of having a boof like that, you want them to do that, then do what Mark suggests. Sorry, Martin suggests. Can't believe I forgot that. Trim them. And that's one of the things that people ask me. They're like, how do you make stems grow bushy? And that's pretty much in a lot of cases for a lot of plants. Trim them. Trimming them promotes them to grow faster and a lot more, especially in stems. So when you have one stem growing and you trim it, two stems starts coming out. It's kind of like split hairs, I guess. That wife tail. I don't know if it's real or not. But you trim a split hair, you get more split hairs. It's kind of like that, especially for stem plants. So that's how you make stem plants look bushy. That's how I got mine to look bushy in the Dutch tank, right? As they growing, I'll let them grow up to almost to the top and then cut them in half. You know, replant the other half. I kept doing that. You keep doing that, and then what happens is the plants start growing out and bushy. So you got a whole bushel of stem plants. That works the same way for a lot of plants out there. Like Amazon sword, you say is not crowning. I guess that's what it means. Is you trim it. Take out some of the leaves on the outside, so that it'll promote growth, more growth of leaves on the inside. Now remember, when you remove a leaf or whether it gives the plant more energy to produce and redirect its energy to other leaves on the plant itself. Yeah, trim the old ones though. Like Diego said here. Best to trim the old ones. You can't trim new ones. I've done it before just to make certain plants grow a certain way. It's like bonsai trees, you know, bonsaiing. You kind of manipulate the plant to make it grow a certain way. But once you understand how plants kind of grow, you kind of just do it naturally or instinctively. That's what I do. Like, oh, I want the plant to grow a little higher, a little more bushy in the middle. Then I'll just trim out the plants in the outsides, and that works always worked for me. D. I always love seeing D in my chat. Mark asked, I do have more of those mini Taiwan moss spread out or flame moss, or do I have to propagate them here and there? It really depends on what you want to do. I'm not entirely sure about the question. S. Single or double stage regulator and best diffuser. Single, double's up to you. Double, you just get more information about the PSI in your tank and the PSI coming out of your tank. Single will work fine. Your most important gauge, I think, really is to understand the PSIs you have left in your tank, so that you know when to refill it. And a single will work just fine. It's really up to you. I always do double because I like the extra information. And best diffusers, anything that's inline. Inline atomizer or inline reactor. Hey Flynn, how you doing? Glad to see you on board. If you can't, check out Thrives for shrimp. And everyone know what he's talking about? Is this like a plant? Is that the plant fertilizer that's labeled for shrimps? Yeah, I don't have a shrimp tank, and nor do I just buy fertilizer based on the livestock I have. I buy fertilizers based on what's in them and what my plants need. And most of the time, it isn't all in one ferts. It's usually dry ferts, which I could dose individually. Nice. I like that, Todd. My sword flowers are 6 inches out of the top of the tank. Dude, that's awesome, man. I'd say leave it. I love the look of plants growing outside of the tank. Awesome. Yeah, they'll do that in the dry start method. Just watch them. Make sure it's not going out of control. So, Ricardo, he asked, what type of filter should I run in a 150-gallon tank? A sump. Run a sump. Anything over 100 gallons, I think a sump is the best way to go. Otherwise, you just double up on canister filters. But by that time, you want really good efficiency. Run a sump. On a tank that big, sumps are great. You know, not to mention, you got a lot more, water area to work with, and you can do a lot more stuff with the sump, with having a sump. You know, grow extra plants, put extra fish in it, just to hold temporarily, and all your equipment there so it doesn't show in your main display tank. So 150-gallon tank, you can use a 40-gallon breeder as a sump. Watch Joey's videos. He's got tons of videos about how to build something, how to make them out of a regular 40-gallon. Get one at $1 a gallon sale over at Petco or PetSmart. And there's your sump, and just set it up. He has a really easy way to set up, which I'm going to do for my 120, which is, you take a 40-gallon tank, use those drawers that you get from Staples, Home Depot, whatever, and make you can make a wet-dry filter out of it, or you can make a submerged filter out of it. I go submerged usually. I don't know about trickle filters. I just don't like to maintain trickle filters. Ricardo, run us up. Yep, like Diogo said. Diogo knows what he's talking about. Ricardo said, I got an ugly 55-gallon, but do I need to drill holes in the tank? I'm really new to it. Drill holes in the tank for what? There's a purpose for drilling holes in your tank, but I need to know what your purpose is. MR, do you build an aquarium by yourself? I could build them myself, but I really prefer to buy. building just takes time, and I don't have that kind of time right now. Though I love to do it, and I don't have all the tools to do it. Now, if I did, I would probably build a lot more, and I'll build big ones and stuff. But the problem is acrylic costs a lot of money, and I hate dealing with glass. I have this weird innate fear about glass breaking in my hands or in my eye, or it's just suddenly exploding for no apparent reason. It will just explode. Don't ask. It's a weird fear, I guess. Okay, Mark, that's what you mean by moss. Just put them in there. Just plant where you have, plant them in clumps wherever you want them to grow, and just let them grow. Just cover, areas where you want them to start, and just let them spread out that way. Very simple. Todd, as far as I know, it's not a sign of stress. Flowering, any flowering of plants means it's good. It's growing really fast and really healthy. I had a drip. I'm trying to remember what that sound was for. Is that for the Discord? What is the Discord? Yeah, maybe someday I will try to work on the Discord channel we have, but it's weird. It's like you have all these other options. Why use Discord? It's like a gamer's thing, I think. I don't know. So, let me go through some of these questions. We'll go right into Aqua Evals. I think I've been talking about 50 minutes already. Gosh, sorry about that. We need to get to Aqua Evals and do some trivia. Ski. He asks, having issues with some of my newly planted stem plants keep rotting at the roots. Ooh. Is there not enough nutrient, not enough lighting, or both? There are root tabs under them, and also dose of the water come. It's probably lighting, and you're going to have trouble with that when they grow in the bushels, is that they won't get enough light in there, so it looks like it's rotting. But if it's rotting, I mean, is the stems itself rotting? If the stem itself is rotting, there's something wrong with the plant. Cut it. I don't know how long your stems are now, but cut it where the rotting, like right after rotting is happening, and replant them and see if that helps. Because rotting is not really good. It means it's literally dying. Yeah, Keith says I'll be running a 40B sump for my 121 setup. That's what I'm planning to do with my 120. When you do the tiny tank challenge, I didn't even know there was a tiny tank challenge. The first time I heard of it was when Joey talked about it on his video. I didn't know there was one going around. I don't know what I'm going to do with the tiny tank challenge though. I need to find a tiny tank, so I don't even know what I would do with one. But all right, guys. Hey, Susan. Glad you stopped by. Thank you. All right, Ski. You're saying the portion under the substrate roots? That might be just over, like what Diego is saying. Listen to what Diego is saying. It might be over nutrient. You're giving maybe too much nutrients, probably. Fox McCloud asks, where am I from? I'm in LA, Los Angeles. Tim McDonald says, I put some in my tanks. The plants are growing non-stop and no CO2. Thanks, water. No problem, man. Soil does do wonders. Ski, I don't know. What do you have as your substrate? That's a weird one. Alright, Mark, have fun with your Great Dane. No problem. Anything for you guys. So, let's go on. Let's do some aqua evaluations. I need a, I have to do a cutscene for it. Well, we'll use this one. Just pretend it says Aqua Evaluations. I'll be back. Okay, we're back to Aqua Evaluations. So again, you guys have comment suggestion about any of these
evaluations, post them down so that they could come back and look at them and see what advice or suggestions you have. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it cool. Some of these guys might be new at it, or some guys who just have questions and need to figure out. That's what we're here for. Mods, please keep that in check. Anyone just wants to cause trouble, just boot them out, ban them. I don't give a shit. Okay? Just get rid of them. Okay, here we go. Ando. First one is Ando. Aqua Eval. It's 20 gallon, long, and de-rimmed. It looks nice, dude. Lighting, Planet Plus CC. Lava rock. This is substrate lava rocks with dirt. Tropical or aqua soil cap. Nice. CO2 setup. So he has a pressurized CO2 setup. Dosing macros only at the moment. Light EI daily. Okay. I'm surprised. Are you not going full EI dosing regimen because you don't want to do all the water changes? Curious about that. Hydro canister filter. So the tank is nearly 2 months old. I was battling crazy fungus, bacteria, slime growth that was killing plants overnight. Finally got it under control. By the way, how did you get that under control? Ando, that'd be interesting here. I want to know how you got that under control. So his first question is, there's empty space in the back left. I'm not sure what to put there. More water sprite. At the moment, there's some trim pearlweed that's hidden behind the rock. Trim behind the rock. Oh, this right here, this area right here. Hold on a second. A little drawing thing. I don't know where I put it. I must have installed it by mistake. So he's talking about this area here. Any massive stems would work there, but I always like in the corners swords. Try a zealot with your setup. That would be nice. A zealot sword, a nice bushy zealot, nice growing sword there. It's 20 gallon long, so it'll probably grow outside of your tank. For a zealot after a while. That would look good back there. If you want a bushel of stems, get some red back there. Get some Rotalia, AR minis would look good there. That's what I would suggest. If anyone else has suggestions on that one, post them down. So he's in the chat right now. Oh, you just want to? Oh, you want to run the eye daily but lighter? Okay. Tavon, I actually asked a quick question. Hey, I have an API CO2 booster. I have a 10 gallon, but I don't. But do I have to buy CO2 setup? You don't have to buy CO2 setup. You don't have to buy CO2. Period. Your plants just won't grow as big and fast. That's all. Okay, you don't need CO2. You don't need to supplement CO2 in your tank if you don't want to. Stick with the CO2 booster if you're happy with the way it works, or try do it yourself DIY CO2. Do it yourself CO2. That works well. All right, back to the eval. Second question is, what plant should I place behind the tree? Maybe just all pearl weeds for a good scale, or stargrass? Behind the tree? Well, you're not going to get much viewing behind that tree area. I'm assuming you mean this area right here. Are you guys seeing my mouse? Yeah. So you won't see much. So I would do something like yeah, grow more water sprite. Make them spread out more so that it'll just act as a background more than anything, because your focus right now at this area here is the tree. And I like how you had it placed right here. You got using the lower thirds, or the rule of thirds here. So I like how that looks. You put it in actually a really good spot for your focus. So this here is your main focus. This area here. Because right here is empty, which is good. You leave the emptiness so that you have the eyes directing towards here. Man, I wish I had my drawing program. Where's my drawing program? I forgot what it was called too. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Seeing it. Where is it? It was hotkeys, but I don't remember which hotkeys it was. Lame. Yeah. Well, so much for me being prepared. So yeah, your focus is here. So concentrate a lot here and make sure all the eyes are going here. So in your background, just give it something nice that will fill out this spot here. A nice darker green. Well, yeah, a nice darker green than these water sprites. So maybe you want to go something a little darker green. Let's come on this color of green. So maybe Mayacas. Maybe. Does that roll of them or Rotales? So roll of them, just kind of back there, growing, coming out. That would look good. But what you want to do is create a backboard for this feature here. Is what you want to do back here. All right, and then have this corner here, kind of just frame this area here. Leaving this mostly like very. I love this. This is awesome. This is really cool. I love that. So keep this. Try to, I guess cover up that heater or whatever with another stem plant that grows up around here. But mainly have your focus right here. This is gorgeous, by the way, right here. Love that. Very nice. Should I remove black background? I'm not interested because I installed it so nice the first time. Window tint. Oh. In this kind of aquascape, I would go with the frosted white look. Because you'll get that depth, that look of depth, that look of infancy. Yeah, infinity. You know what I'm saying? That it just keeps going kind of thing. Especially the way you have this aquascape. That frosted white would look great. Black, keep it. Black will, they'll highlight the whole thing. Especially this area here because right now you have it go into a void. If that was white frost, you'll have it go into forever. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? It's very conceptual, but that's what I'm trying to get at. But black will do fine. But you want to keep the black. I don't know what you have behind this, but black. But I've always with something like this, I go with frosted white. That would look really good. Black will look fine too. Right shallow side. I want nice stem plants forest look area in the back where the water sprite is. How about here? Water sprite goes super fast. Move the water sprite back, and then get a mid-ground plant around here somewhere. Java ferns, maybe something on a rock, or maybe larger rocks with moss growing on it. Might work well right here. But just move the water sprite back if it's going to, which is going to do is grow fast. So move that back so that it'll cover up this heater here, and then you'll have that foresty look back here. And then have here in the mid-ground plants or mid-ground hardscape, okay? So that, again, the eyes draw over here, okay? Because this is your main focus. Should I switch out my stocking and put my nanofish in here instead of better scale? Chili, Rasboras, Dwarf Cory, Celestial Pearl. No, that's fine, I think. If you want to make your aquascape scale look bigger, yeah, go for nanofish. But I think this looks fine the way it is. I like the colors of the cardinals or neons. Is it? Yeah, it's neons. It looks like neons from here. But neons are always classics. But if you want to worry more about scales and make your aquascape look bigger, then go with the more nanofish, smaller fishes. I think it looks great. Yeah, you have here. Lastly, I have Mexican pottery clay that you use. Shall I put that in the tank substrate too? Well, you already planted your tank, so don't bother. Mexican pottery clay just helps add a little iron for your plants, but it's optional. It's not always needed. It's just always good to have. It's one of those things. Okay, so if you haven't put it in there, don't do it. You already flooded your tank and you have everything set up so nicely. Don't bother. It's okay. Don't bother. Yes, he's asking me to see 10 Ember tetras in there. I don't see any though. Oh wait, right here. Might be that one, or it might just be the coloring of the picture. But anyways, and no, great freaking tank. I love it. Love it. You just got to, again, like you're already asking the question, so you know where you're going with this tank. So yeah, that's good. You have an eye for this. You already know it's your background that you're trying to fix. Everything in here is great, right? This focus is great. So now your main problem, which is the same problem that I'm seeing, is what do you do with your background? And a lot of people have a problem with that. All right, this is what I would do. White frost background. Move the water sprite here in the back. Again, I told you move something mid-ground. For me, I would put maybe more driftwood with Java ferns in here, just because to match this theme here. Giving that more jungle look over here, just a smaller version of it. Let this grow in, this carpet grow in here, because this is great. I love this. This is awesome, right? And then back here, I'm still thinking about that. Ocelot sword would look good. I love swords just because. But what would look better back here is your question. I put something red, like I said. Try AR minis. Try the red Rotalis. Super reds if you can your tank can handle it. Maybe that'll give a little splash of red into your tank here. Okay, that red will match a little here, will match a little here, right? So you got a little splash of red in the background now. And this white will change the look of your tank very differently. If you ever tried, or take a white piece of border red and put it back there, and then you'll see your aquascape change completely different. It'll look very different. So just try it. Try it, test. Take a, if you can. I don't know if you have the film back there already. You said you put window tint on it or something, or you say you're planning to. I don't remember. What did you say here? I think you said it in the chat, right? Yeah, I think you said it in the chat. But if you can, put a white piece of board back there and see how it looks. It'll change the look. Alright, next tank we're looking at is Ski 626, 10 gallon with the divider. Not sure what was with the divider. I was going to ask you about that. Are you planning to put betas in there? Is what the only thing I can think of. But this is great jungle look, guys. Look at this. Man, it makes me want to go, ooh, ah, you know, make that monkey noise. Because it's so jungly look. Love the jungle look. So, it is a fluval echo bright light. So, it's a low light fixture. Substrate sand, no CO2. So, very low tech here. But it's going really well for not having CO2 and just rolling on sand. So, what's great. Why he's doing it is, or what he's doing to keep him alive is using Thrive, 1 pump per 1 month. Nice. Root tabs for root feeders. Perfect. So, you're giving it what it needs in nutrients. 2 sponge filter, 1 on each side. Nice. Sponge filter causing and making water turbulence so that you keep the equilibrium going between O2 and CO2 and O2, CO2 your tank. So you're going with the natural equilibrium there, which looks great with the plants that you have in here. I love it. It's so jungly. I love it. Currently no fishes. A colony of cherry shrimps. Lost my clownfish recently. My clown killifish. Oh. Divider's there because this originally housed 2 male pandas. Oh, okay, that's why the divider's there. Take it out if you're not planning to put more pandas in there. Take it out and complete the aquascape. I love this look. It's great. It's very dark, jungly look. It was not a golden, Java fern, crypts, Wendetti red, perchy, lucians, petchy, sorry. A lot of boosters, Asteria, water sprite, mini Popidas. Asteria Nana, Java, and Flame Moss. Really nice complement of plants for a low light tank. I love this. This is great. Debating whether plant water sprites on the right side in the substrate or to the right, or so there's more light on the other plants to hide the heater. You can do that. Water sprite would look good, you know, planted to hide this area here. All you have to do is, I think, really hide these areas. And they'll look great. And like again, you got this jungly look going on, so get something that will just overgrow this and cover this. You know, very Indiana Jonesy. I love it. So any guys have any other comments? Just leave them down below. He is in chat, I believe. Yeah, he is. Yeah, better having that tank. It is. It is a better having. Look at all those perchable places, especially around here. I love this. This is great. I love that jungle look. If you're not going to keep two bedders, then take out the divider and complete this. Love it. I love it. And the lighting makes it work, too. That's the other thing about when you're dealing with aquascape is sometimes you have to adjust the lighting to get that look and still keep the plants alive at the same time. So then you have to like kind of buy down meaning buying less demanding plants, light plants to get that aquascape look you want. See, guys, when you suddenly the focus goes to aquascaping, then you have to start thinking about not just growing plants, but buying the right plants for the aquascape, and even if it means buying the lowbrow plants. I don't know why some aquascapers get all hippy dippy on the plants. You know, they're like, oh well, that's just a low light plant. That's a beginner plant. Does it effing matter if it makes your aquascape look good? You know, if you're thinking that line of points, you know, you just got more things to worry about than you know, trying to make your aquascape look good. If you're just, you know, thumbing your nose down at what's considered to be, you know, I ran into people like that. It's considered to be beginner plants or whatever. I ran into people like that. Beginner plants make great freaking aquascapes. You just gotta be more open-minded, and that's how you become a better aquascaper. Have that vision. You know, I hate narrow-minded people. There's a lot of them in this hobby, unfortunately. Now, don't tell me when I said that. And not you guys. Whatever. Okay. I am totally like digging myself in the hole. Okay, let's go to the next tank. By the way, again, Ski 60. I love the look of this tank. This is gorgeous. This jungle look is just great. You actually inspired me to actually think about doing something like this, a jungle-looking tank. Because look, it's not just the plants. This is the way you place the rocks right here, right down across the road. That's why I wish you could take out the divider so you could complete this look here. It's not just that, but look at the way he peppered the substrate. You know, and he has this, I think, fallen log here, and then he has the driftwood branches coming up this way. It's just a gorgeous look. I love that eye that you got there. All right, next tank. Okay, this is Ricky's tank. 37-gallon tall. All right, you know they did 37-gallon tall. It's a Phoenix 3-grade Platinum Plus, which should work decently for your 37-gallon tank. So that's good. That's a lot of lighting. Sand with gravel. Okay. Pressurized CO2. Nice. So you got pressurized CO2 going there. Your dosing is C-Chem flourish twice a week. C-Chem iron every day. I don't think you need to dose C-Chem iron every day. You just don't have enough plant load and fast growing plants to use up all that iron. So you might be overdosing on iron. Be careful on that. Flourish tabs for substrate. Okay. I'm seeing probably have it. First tabs here. Flourish tabs here. Maybe some. What is that? Is that a sword or is that a... Oh, that's not a sword. Yeah, I probably have all the tabs around here somewhere. Okay, cool. Top fin, 40-gallon filter. Okay, that's fine. Took out the bow ring. Okay. Okay, how much CO2 bubble is good for my tank at the moment? Is dosing fine? Should I use something else? Okay. Okay, aquascape-wise, put something in the back. Unless you're planning to grow all these tanks all the way on the top. Get a backing on that thing. Black backing, white backing, whatever suits your need. Because right now I'm seeing through it, and it kind of steals away from the look of the tank. How do you questions? How much CO2 bubble is good for my tank? Okay, always, people, always start at 1 bubble per second and then adjust from there. Okay, start at 1 bubble per second, let it run. You have some slow growing plants. It's not like a high demanding environment kind of plant. So start at 1 bubble, let it go until you know how to measure CO2 in your tank, which I will explain in a video pretty soon. How to measure CO2 in your tank, because there's a lot to explain. Well, it's a lengthy explanation here. Okay, to do it in chat. So start one bubble and start adjusting it. Okay, we'll start one bubble, go for a few weeks, see how well your plants do, see how well your livestock do, and then you can up it to 2 bubbles per second until you learn how to eye it and also how to measure CO2. Because dosing, you're fine. Okay, your dosing is fine in the way that you're giving it micronutrients, but you're not giving it any macronutrients. Your problem with Seachem Florist is it doesn't give you much micronutrients. If you go in the Seachem way, which is very expensive, and I don't really highly suggest anyone go in the Seachem way, but I understand why, because it's easy to get. You need to get Seachem phosphorus, Seachem nitrogen, and Seachem phosphorus, nitrogen, and dang it, NPK and potassium. Okay, Seachem potassium. So 3 more bottles you need to get. Those are your macro nutrients. Those are the nutrients that your plants will use the most and that needs the most to grow. So make sure you get those 3 bottles as well and dose it per the instructions. All right, but you're going a very expensive way with Seachem. But go and start there, and then when you get more comfortable with it, and you can talk to us about using dry ferts or something. Very, very cheap way to do it over Seachem, all the Seachem bottles. And as much as I do like Seachem in the way that they make decent products, the nutrients and stuff that you buy in bottles are a ripoff. It's a complete ripoff. I have to say that it's ripoff because you get something so much cheaper by doing dry fert dosing. All-in-one ferts doesn't give you control, but the way if you just dose per the Seachem Flourish, Seachem nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, then all you're doing is just all-in-one fert dosing your tank anyways. So why are you spending all that money on all these separate bottles when you can use all-in-one fert for a relatively good price, like Thrive or stuff from H2O plants, Vital, or plant growth or whatever from Dustin's. I don't know why he calls it that, but Dustin Fish Tank has an all-in-one fert that works really well. But yeah, I would suggest an all-in-one fert instead of going the Seachem way of doing all these bottles. Flourish, nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, and then iron and everything. I mean, I have Seachem iron. That's probably the only bottle I still use, the Seachem iron, because it's just easier to dose liquid iron for me. But yeah, but hopefully that helps you. And you say, should you use something else? Well, I already answered that. There's nothing wrong with Seachem nutrient bottles stuff. They're just expensive, and I shouldn't say it's a ripoff. I should say it's just expensive, but it's very readily available. You can get it in any shop. That's the great thing about it. So that's why I'm not really like on people's butt about, oh no, you're using Seachem. I totally understand. Seachem's good, but also look at Thrive stuff. Thrive is all in one. But like I said, if you're gonna buy all these separate bottles for Seachem and dose it as per the instructions, then you might as well just get it all in one fert. Okay? And yeah, that's the end for Aqua Evals. That's all we have today. So let's go back to the chat really quick. Alright. And here we go. We'll go into trivia in a moment here. Man, this stream went really long. Uh-oh. Hold on a second, guys. I think I broke my thing. Oh, there we go. There you go. I broke my thing. That's what she said. Alright, here we go. Alright, awesome. Thanks for all the suggestions and comments on those Aqua Evals, guys. Those guys, I think they're all here in the chat today, so they're hopefully taking your advice. As Todd said, Todd Radson, I make my own ferts and dose using PPS Pro. It's a fraction of the cost. Yeah, again, when I get into the fert series, I'll explain all that stuff. It is very, very cost efficient if you do dry fert. Go and dry ferts, and even making your own mixes and stuff. And I'll show you guys how to do all that in that series. And you'll find out how it'll seem intimidating at first because you have to learn all the chemistry in a bit, just a little bit of the chemistry. It's more about understanding what nutrients is what for the plants. But mixing it and using it's very easy. Some depending on how much you want to do. You know, like full EI dosing regimens, which I did on my Dutch style tank on that 20-gallon long. Gorgeous, extremely gorgeous results. Fast, quick. Plants grew like quick. I mean, you guys should watch the series. You'll see how fast the plants grew because I timelined it. But I had to dose every single day. I do 50% water changes every week. So, although I got awesome, great, results out of using EI dosing, it's just a lot of work to do. There's a lot of other dosing methods out there. Okay, using dry ferts or the cheaper way of buying ferts, and it doesn't take all that maintenance to do, but does give you great results as well. Depends again, like everything in this hobby, what you want to do. I'll go over all that later in that series. One day you will get to dry ferts. I'm telling you, it's very, very easy. But I'll walk you through it, D, when you guys get there. When you guys all get there. When I get that series going up and going, man. Diego. Alright, Diego said if you have any soil, any substrate that has ferts you don't need, only dose after a year or more, depends on what plant load you have. Yeah. If you use soil, you don't really have to dose your water column. I say at least the first few months. You can if you want, but it might be an overboard type of thing. You don't have to. But the thing with soil is that it leaches in your tank, and it does leach for a few months. He says a year. I've never gone that long without starting to dose my water column. But then I eye it, and then I also, most of my soil tanks, other tanks other than the 20, when I had them up, I was putting really a high plant load in it. So Todd Radson paid about $80 delivered to Canada, which lasted me 2 years for 610 gallons. Oh wow, you must have bought a lot. $80 worth? That'll last you for 2 years? Damn. But then the PPS, the pro dosing is less intensive on the ferts too. It works great though. Works great. All right. So a few more questions. We ready for trivia, guys? Ando said I use dry ferts purchased from hydroponic stores for $25 and should last you for See, that's how cheap it is, guys. And it is surprisingly really readily available. People just don't know how or to get it. So if you're watching this now, you can get them online at Aquarium Fertilizers. You get them over at Greenleaf Aquariums. Or, like Ando says, go to hydroponic stores. They have it all there. Okay, just find even plant nurseries you could go look at. Some of them have all those fruits there. If not, you can find a chemical place that would probably have that stuff too. Just be careful. You don't want to go around asking for, like nitrogen, potassium, whatever. People are gonna look at you funny in a way. Snow, hello, nice, thank you. Good YouTube channel, bro. Thanks for your time. This stuff also do too. Good, great. Wrong dosing with it. Dennis Wong, love that guy. He's awesome. When I first got back into this, I hit his videos pretty hard to understand all the science of it. I like him. He's pretty cool. Yeah, he makes gorgeous tanks too. Dennis Wong. It's crazy. He's in Singapore, I think. Okay, are we guys ready? Ready for trivia? First, Jeff says, new to your channel. Thanks for being real and educational. How do you place hang on back filter in the 20 long? I've been having trouble with circulations. Ooh, on the 20 long with HOB, you might have to put a small, wave maker or power head on the other side. to actually get the water flow movement going. Yeah, I mean that's the only way I could think of a cheap water power head. Just have the just help the water flow. That's what I would suggest. Because there's so much direction you can push that flow on it. Hang on the back filter. CMSB plus B is good. It's good micros. Okay. Make a video on how to run a sump. I would. You could go watch Joey's video. He has all of these videos on sumps. But I might get to one later. You'll know. I'll get to it if I win. I set up my 120-gallon tank. But for me to build a sump right now, it's kind of useless. Okay? All right. So here we go on trivia, guys. I'll be back. Oh. Never mind. Well, here we are. I thought I ran the... I thought I ran the cutscene, and I'm sitting here going, waiting, and I'm going, oh, when are we going to come? All right, never mind. Forget the cutscene, guys. This is trivia. This is how it works. 20 questions. I will ask you a question. You have to answer it by putting hashtag and then your answer. They're either multiple choice questions, which is A through E, so hashtag A through E. True or false, hashtag T or hashtag F, or fill in the blank, or free form, which is you have to type in your questions. It has to match. That's spelled correctly, otherwise the system won't recognize it. And then you hashtag and then your answer. Type in your answer, okay? So remember that. The other important thing is that the first hashtag answer you put in is the answer that the system will take. It won't take any more answers after that. So you can't keep guessing, okay? Each question has different points. There's 4 categories. The first 5, there are 5 questions for each category. They're all weighted in different points. And yeah, let's see. The first one is, I think, the first category is about the aquarium world in a way. So multiple choice questions. All right. I timed it. It was about 20 seconds. So once the clock for regular play, not speed round. Once the clock reaches 15 seconds, 35, I will cut off all answers. For a speed round question, when it cuts down to 30, 25, I will cut I cut it off for all answers. Okay, that means you can't put any more answers once I ask the question. Okay, so ready? Here we go. First question, and good luck, guys. And we're currently the last champion was Sphinx LOL. Damn it, Sphincter. You make me want to say Sphincter says what? Past the dirt roads up on the top of the lead all time right now. Followed by Martin K. Then Sphinx LOL. Sphincter says what? Okay, here we go. First question. Loading question. What do you call a scientist who studies fish? Alright, what do you call a scientist who studies fish? Ornithologist, ethologists, mineralogist, ichthyologist, or herpetologist. Okay? This is worth 1 point. My hashtag and then the multiple, your answer A, B, C, D, or E. What do you call scientists who study fish? You should be seeing this by now. All right, we're accepting answers. Remember, when it hits 35, I'm closing down. I'm tallying all the points up. All right, 35. All right, I'm gonna make it go to 45 seconds. Yeah, 45 seconds. I must be lagging behind very bad. Alright, tallying. Alright, it's an ichthyologist. A scientist that studies fish is called an ichthyologist. Ichthyology is also known as a fish science. It's the branch of zoology devoted to the study of fish. There are 3 distinct groups of fish that ichthyology studies, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. Boating fish, cardiologist fish, and jawless fish. Okay? And don't forget the hashtag. Now remember the hashtag, guys. Alright, 1 second on this, guys. I need to double check something here. So I am going to now Okay. All right, I have to change the timing on this. When it hits 20, when it hits 50, I'll cut off on regular question. When it hits 50 seconds. On speed rounds, when it hits 40. All right, it must have lagged up even more. I forgot to put the stream on low latency, so that's why you guys are getting a huge lag. So 50 seconds and then 50 seconds is your time limit, and 40 seconds on speed rounds. All right, loading next question, guys. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right, this is worth 2 points. If fish lives in water, how much of most fish is actually water? All right. If fish lives in water, how much of most fish is actually water? 30%, 70%, 55%, 95%, or 10%? Okay, you guys should be seeing this about now. All right. So, fish lives in water. How much of most fish is actually water? All right, counting down. Got 10 seconds to go, guys. 10 seconds, guys. 5 seconds, guys. 3, 2, 1, and I am tallying. Okay, the 70%, where the average water content of the flesh of the fatty fish is about 70%. Individual specimens of certain species at times may be found in water content anywhere between extremes of 30 and 90%. Ever seen a dried fish? That's true. Ever seen a dried fish? I think there's some kind of lag, really mad, nasty lag going on, guys. I'm wondering when you see. I've seen my video back at 20 seconds, so you guys must see. All right, I'm gonna up the time again. Okay, 60 seconds for regular, 50 seconds for speed rounds. Okay, I'm gonna up the time a little bit more because I'm trying to gauge it by the way you guys answer, how fast you answer. Okay, loading next question. All right, this is worth 3 points. When plants don't have enough light, CO2, or nutrients, what state does it enter? Those are just examples because there's other ways that plants can enter this state. When plants don't have enough light, CO2, or nutrients, or too much nutrient, or too much lighting, not enough CO2, what state does it enter? Right, you guys should be seeing this question now. All right. Is it A, reduction, goes in the state of reduction. B, goes in the state of photodissipation. Goes in the state of photooxidation. Goes in the state of dark cycle, or goes in the state of photoinhibition. Right? 50 seconds on the clock. All right. Countdown 3, 2, 1. Tallying up the answers. All right. The correct answer is photoinhibition. All right. It's actually, yes, called photoinhibition. And I guess none of you guys paid attention to my photosynthesis video very closely because I actually do talk about it in there. So yay to 54 Punchy, who probably didn't watch my video but already knew it anyways. I think you're the only one that got it. Everyone else went with B. I'm glad I'm putting those really cool answers in there. I'll throw you guys off. I know, sneaky, huh? All right, next question. Question number 4, worth 1 point. True or false? Seahorses choose over 100 mates in their lifespan. True or false? Try trusting your gut, huh? Yeah, well, your gut just cost you the lead, buddy. Oh, well, actually, not even the lead today. Wow, 54 Punchy, Lumpy Dog, and Martin K. And Ski 626 is up there today. So, anyways, you guys should be seeing the next question. Seahorses choose over 100 mates in their lifespan. True or false? True or false, guys? Alright. And we are closing off answers in 3, 2, 1. Tallying up all the answers. Your ex-wife must have been. Oh, jeez. Sluts. Whoa. Okay, the answer is false. I think he meant sluts based on the answer, the question, Mike. So don't ban him for that. Yeah, Ando, you gotta be careful. And that triggered a weird, like the YouTube health for review thing. That was too funny. I was like, wait a minute, what? All right. Yeah, it's false. Unlike most other fish, they are monogamous and mate for life. Rare still, they are among the only animal species on Earth in which males bear the unborn young. Okay. All right, awesome. Good work, guys. All right, loading next question. 54 Punchy, Lumpy Dog, Martin K, and Ski 626 is still up in the lead. All right, worth 1 point. What is the only enemy of an orca whale? The dolphins? Is it sharks? Is it man? Is it other whales? Or is it bears? All right. What is the only enemy of an orca whale? Okay, dolphins, sharks, man, other whales, or bears? Now you guys should be seeing this about anytime now on your screen. Yeah, males do. Yeah. Wow, you guys are really lagged up. I wish I turned down the latency. Sorry about that, guys. What is the only enemy of an orca whale? Dolphins, sharks, man, other whales, and bears. Which one is it? What is your answer? All answers in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and tallying up. Boom. That's right, bears. The mortal enemies of orca whales are bears. That's why I put bears in there. Now, it is man. Humans are the only enemies and predators of an orca. Orcas have been hunted down and killed by fishermen who claim the whales depleted their fish stock. Alright? Things we do, man. Shameful things we do. Okay. The next 5 questions is identify me. Basically, you say picture, maybe a little hint of a creature. It's not just fish this time. It's actually all around animal kingdom. Okay? And you have to identify it. Multiple choice. Here we go. Loading the first one. This one is worth 1 point. Identify me. What am I? Am I a short-beaked dolphin? A sea dog? A manatee? A sea cow? A beluga whale? What am I? Okay, you guys should be seeing the question right about now, hopefully. Identify me. What am I? Short-beaked dolphin, sea dogs, manatee, sea cow, beluga whale. Alright, all answers in 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Tallying up. It is the beluga whale. I am the beluga whale. The beluga whale, or white whale, is one of the smallest species of the whale. Their distinctive color and predominant foreheads make them easy and identifiable. I don't know. I look at a picture and that's the voice I hear. I am the beluga whale. Okay. Loading next question up. What am I? Or identify me. What kind of turtle am I? Am I an eastern boxer? A red ear slider? A painted turtle? Caspian pond turtle? Or an African aquatic side neck? What kind of turtle am I? Identify me. Okay, you guys should be seeing this now. Baby beluga. Hello, my name is beluga. Okay, suddenly I'm a French beluga whale. Why would I do that? All right. Okay, identify what kind of turtle am I? Eastern box turtle, a red ear slider, painted turtle, Caspian pond turtle, or African aquatic side neck. All right, 10 seconds to get your answers in. Okay. And tallying it up. Boom. It is the red ear slider. Red ear sliders, also called red ear terrapins, have been most popular and commonly kept pet turtle for decades. All right, good one, guys. A lot of you guys got that one. You guys got that one. Nice. Going. I'm still stuck on the beluga whale thing. That stupid voice is still in my head. All right, loading the next question, guys. Identify me. What kind of dog am I? Am I an American Eskimo, Akita, Australian Terrier, Appenzeller, Senahan, Alaskan Malamute? God, I gotta pick better answers where I don't have to pronounce them. You guys should be seeing this question right about now. Be right back. All right, so identify what kind of dog am I? Okay, all answers in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Tallying. The Akita. I am the Akita. The Akita is a large and powerful dog breed with a noble, intimidating presence. It was originally used for guarding royalty and nobility in feudal Japan. I love those dogs. I want Akita. 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 Yeah, I want a big, furniture store. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Take it out for a walk and everything. Okay. Great job, guys. A lot of you guys got that one, I think. Most of you guys. And let's take a look at the leaderboard here. Look, what do we have here? 54 Punchy up in the lead. Ski 626 following right there, right up the lead with her. We got double ties, triple ties, quadruple ties, quintet ties, I guess is what it is. So, man, you guys, this is really close, man. All right, loading. Next question. Identify me. What kind of primate am I? A long-tail macaque, Chacama baboon, gleda, a silvery lutung, or a mandrill? What kind of primate am I? Okay? I think you guys will see it in... should be seeing it about now. Right about now. Yeah, I think there's a huge lag today. What kind of primate am I? Nine-tailed maki, Chacma baboon, a Caledia, silvery lutung, or mandrill? What kind of primate am I? You gave up working on the tank suggestions? What does that mean? Okay. Oh! And tallying up answers. Oops, I let the clock run too long. I am a long-tail macaque. A long-tail macaque. The long-tail macaque is one of the 16 macaque species which have an extensive home range stretching from Gibraltar to Japan. Oh, man, they get around. How about sluts? Okay, wow. Look at that. That really changed up there. Skis up at the top at number 1. Lumpy Dog following right behind. Jordan Payne behind them too. Jordan Payne and Martin K behind them too. Wow, nice. Okay, loading next question. Is that my ex? Yes, that's your ex. Identify me. What kind of fish am I? Spikefish, halibut, lionfish, scorpionfish, stonefish. Identify what type of fish am I? What type of fish is he? He's asking you, what type of fish is he? All right. Spikefish, halibut, lionfish, scorpionfish, or a stonefish. All right. Answers in 35 seconds. You guys should be seeing the question right about now, it looks like, I think. Okay, all answers in. What type of fish am I? Spikefish, halibut, lionfish, scorpionfish, or stonefish? Alright, 15 seconds left. Okay, 2, 3, 1, tallying. It is actually a scorpion fish, guys. I want to throw you off with that stonefish, too. A scorpion fish is a group of predator marine fish that are found amongst coral reefs and in shallow waters and more temperate oceans. The scorpion fish is closely related to the lionfish and most commonly found in Indian and South Pacific Oceans. Okay? Good one. That was a toughie. I think that's why it was worth 3 points, I think. Alright. Next set of questions is... Shoot. I don't remember what it was. What was it? Oh, ancient history, guys. So hopefully you guys got your ancient history on. Your knowledge in check. I don't think the scoreboard moved too much on that last question there. Yeah, that one was kind of tricksy, right? Because it looks like a stonefish, but it's actually a scorpion fish. Yeah. All right. Skis 626. I'm really surprised at how well you're doing here. Well, I'm not surprised. I just don't know who you are, but I mean, I think you've been hanging around much. Oh, were you in the last live stream? Not sure, but you might be the guy to be reckoned with for trivia. Okay. Yeah, the colors are pretty. I like the pattern of that fish. Okay, next 5 questions, ancient history. I hope you guys are ready for this. It does get a little tough. All right, see how smart you guys are. Next question. What was the first capital of ancient Egypt? What was the first capital of ancient Egypt? Thebes, Nile Delta, Memphis, Menes, or Menes, or Alexandria? What was the first capital of ancient Egypt? Very, very Googleable right now, so it's easy to find, but it's worth 2 points. Yeah, ancient history is a lot of banes to a lot of people. I love ancient history. It's one of my favorite subjects, ancient histories. Alright, all answers in 15 seconds, guys. All answers in 15 seconds. This worries me a little bit, but go ahead. Keep going, guys. Alright, all questions in 3, 2, 1. Tally. It is Memphis. I got me a little worried because all you guys were saying A. I figured you guys went and Googled it or something. Remember, it's the ancient capital. The first. Because remember, Egypt had many capitals, but this is the first capital of ancient Egypt. The very first one. First capital of ancient Egypt was Memphis, a city name we can roughly translate into English as White Walls, located in Lower Egypt just below the Nile Delta. Memphis was founded by Menes, the first king of Egypt. Alright, good try, guys, but it is, I know one of you guys got it. Jordan got it, but it is Memphis. It's the first capital of ancient Egypt. Alright, earned himself 2 points on that one. He just got himself up on the top building next to Ski. Alright, loading next question. Who is considered the founder of the Z dynasty in ancient China? Who is considered to be the founder of the Z dynasty in ancient China? Okay. Was it Yu? Was it Qing? Was it Shu? Was it Tang? Or was it Chao? Who was the first founder of the Z dynasty in ancient China? Alright, Todd, take care, man. Have a good one. Okay. 20 seconds. Yeah, she said Chow. Come on. Yeah, that's a trick question. Five seconds left for our answers. All answers in 3, 2, 1. Tallying. It's Yu. Yu the Great is generally considered the founder of the Z dynasty in China. The dynasty, which lasted from 21st century BC to the 17th century BC. Includes 17 kings and over 14 generations of ruler. That is a long-ass ruler. Yes, I am Chinese. Yep, that's it. It's you. It's me. It's you. Who? He? You? It reminds me of that scene in, I think it was Rush Hour, where they go into that dojo and they do that whole who, you, we scene. That was funny. Alright, loading next question is Ski is back up on the lead again. Alright, loading next question. How many of the 7 wonders of the ancient world still exist? 3, 2, 4, 6, or 1? How many of the 7 wonders of the ancient world still exist? It's worth 1 point. I don't know why it's worth 1 point. Oh yeah, because it's worth 1 point. How many still exist from the ancient wonders of the 7 wonders of the ancient world? Of the ancient world. Not of the modern world, of the ancient world. You guys should be seeing this right about now. All questions, all answers in. How many of the 7 wonders of the ancient world still exist? How many still exist? Okay. All questions in 3, 2, 1. Tallying. 1. There's only 1 of the 7 ancient wonders of the ancient world still exists. That's the Great Pyramid of Giza. The lost wonders include the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the statue of Zeus at Olympia, the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, the Mausoleum at Hierapolis, and the Colosseum of Rhodes, and the Lighthouse of Alexandria. All of them all gone, except for the Great Pyramid of Giza. Those Egyptians know how to make buildings that last. Alright, not much on that one. I don't think anyone got that. Yeah, that one was tough. Alright, loading next question. This is tough, worth 2 points. What Roman emperor was once captured by pirates and held for a 12,000 gold piece ransom? What Roman emperor was once captured by pirates and held for a 12,000 gold piece ransom? Okay. All answers in 35 seconds. Julius Caesar, Titus, Caligula, Nero, or Caesar Augustus? And what Roman emperor was once captured by pirates and held for 12,000 gold piece ransoms? All answers in 15. Okay, all answers in 3, 2, 1. Tally. It's Julius Caesar. On his way home from the siege of Maltus, Julius Caesar was captured by pirates and held for hostage for 40 days. Caesar insisted that his captor double the ransom demand and promised to return and punish him, which they did. After his release, he went back and hunted them down and crucified them. So that's what happens when you kidnap a Roman emperor. So don't go kidnapping Roman emperors again. Alright? So on the scoreboard, we have Ski at the top right now, Jordan Payne following close behind, and Lumpy Dog in 3rd place. Alright? Mike, wow, you're leading. You're in the middle. You're getting there. I think you're getting there. So the last question of this category is, what ancient writing form was used in Babylonian? Babylon. What ancient writing was used in Babylon? The Akkadian, Aramaic, Hebrew, cuneiform, or Sanskrit? What ancient writing form was used in Babylon? Okay, you guys should be seeing the question right around now. So the clock is ticking. This is worth 3 points, guys. So what ancient writing form was used in Babylon? Akkadian, Aramaic, Hebrew, cuneiform, or Sanskrit? I think it's cuneiform, not cuneiform. Cuneiform. I think it's Akkadian, Aramaic, Hebrew, Suniform or Sanskrit. Alright. All questions in 5 seconds. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Tallying all questions or all answers in. The correct answer is Suniform. Suniform was a complicated type of writing in which only skilled scribes were able to write. Suniform was mainly used for trading records. Alright, did no one get that either? No. Masala 4 got it. And Dormskate got it. Nice. Nice, guys. Nice going. Okay. Here's the speed round. So when it gets to... I'm going to say when it gets to 45 seconds, I'm going to cut off... the cutoff for answers is right there, 45 seconds, okay? These are movie scenes. So you have to look at the picture and find and type out what movie it's from. Type out what movie it's from, okay? This is not multiple choice questions. This is a freeform questions, speed round, okay? And it's movie scenes. And this is actually a fun category, but it's hard because you have to type it out and you have to remember what scene it's from. Okay, so you guys ready for this? Alright, I'm going to give you guys a little breathing time. When it hits 45 seconds, I'm going to cover all answers. Start tallying them. Okay? Ski's up in the lead. Jordan Payne is coming up. And Lumpy Dog is third place. And remember, this is speed. The speed round. So, not only have to do it fast, you have to type it out. But it's worth 3 to 5 points, depending on the questions. 3 to 5 points. Okay? First scene in your movie. Loading question. Here we go. Lights, camera, action. What movie was this scene from? Oh, shoot. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Let me figure what's going on here, because I wanted this to really work. That did not work. Hold on a second here. Why is this not working? Alright, 1 second, guys. Got a bug here I'm trying to fix. Hold on. This might take a second, guys. Shoot. Yeah, pitch black. Cute. Let's see here. Figure out why this is not working. Sorry for the wait, guys, but talk among yourselves. Yeah, have a cup of coffee. Get a coffee, get something to drink, get ready for the speed round. While I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this stupid thing. Doesn't look like there's anything wrong, so why is it loading up? Come on. Why is it showing? Alright, we're having technical difficulties here. Let me load the next question. Hold on a second here. Alright, we'll go. I guess we're going to skip one question. Alright, tie this up. Yeah, it's there. I don't see why it's not loading. Alright, 1 second, guys. We have to pause this because I have to figure out why it's not showing up. Uh, my apologies. My apologies. Because you guys did see the pictures before. So why is it not showing up now? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why it's not showing up, which is weird. It should be showing up. Let me, see if that fixes it. Let me fix it. Well, it didn't even load it for the second question, so I'm not sure what the heck's going on. Figure what's going on here. Oh, I know what's going on. Duh. Sorry, guys. Let me fix this. And we'll reset it. It is a bug in this program. And let me go ahead and reset that last question. Hang in there, guys. Almost there, and we'll be back on schedule. Technical difficulties. It's good. I'm working out these bugs. And when we go into our ultimate monthly trivia challenge, all the bugs will be worked out. And I don't know what that means, but maybe we'll have a monthly trivia challenge. What do you guys think? Gotta fix the lagging problem. Figure that out, though. Sorry, guys. Try to program as fast as I can. Okay, here we go. This right here. It's just up. Uh-oh. That didn't help. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, here we go. All right, back. You guys ready for this? This is, here we go, show and trivia. Okay. Lights, camera, action. What movie is this scene from, guys? All right. Sorry for the delay there. I had to fix a bug. I know that kind of slows things down there. Okay, what scene is this movie from? Questions in 15 seconds. Yeah, right? Due to technical difficulty, the water box is closed. Later, Dom. Have a good time. Nice seeing you here. Alright. Tallying in 3, 2, 1. Alright. Well, we got one in. Lumpy Dog to kill a mockingbird. is the correct answer. Sorry guys, I mean that was a little late. Remember, this is timed. That's why this one was worth 5 points. Alright, loading the next scene. Alright. Lights, camera, action. What movie is this scene from? Okay, we're 4 points, guys. What movie is this scene from? Okay, you guys should see the question right about 5 seconds. Right about now. What movie is this scene from? 3, 4 questions, worth 4 points. Alright. Tallying in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tally. The scene is from The Rock, guys. The Rock. The FBI chemical warfare expert Stanley Goodspeed, Nicolas Cage, is sent to an urgent mission with a former British spy, John Patrick Mason, Sean Connery, to stop General Francis Hummel and adherents from launching chemical weapons on Alcatraz Island to San Francisco. Wow. Do I need to up this to 50 seconds, guys? 50 seconds. Okay, 50 seconds for the next 3 because it looks like it's just lagged. All right. 50 seconds for the last 3 questions, okay? All right, here we go. Loading next question. Lights, camera, action. What movie is this scene from? Worth 3 points. What movie is this scene from? Alright, we close off questions, all answers at 50 seconds, guys, 50 seconds. Jordan, your score didn't show up because you answered after the questions was closed. Watch what I posted. It says question, it might not be the same. I'm watching it on my screen, so depending on the lag, what it is I close questions after a certain amount of time. Like right now, you have 5 seconds to answer this question. What movie is this scene from? 3, 2, 1. I'm tallying. And the problem is the lag. It sucks. Hate that. So you have to answer it before that closing mark is. So it's so hard to gauge the stupid lag. Problem is I didn't set my latency lower, and usually that helps with the lag. But yeah, sorry about that, guy. So that's it. Okay, Scream. Wes Craven reinvented and revitalized the slash horror genre with this movie, modern horror classic, which manages to be funny, clever, and scary as a frightened mass knife maniac stalks high school students in middle-class suburbia, which is pretty much your typical plot for any horror movie. Okay, here we go. Next question. Was closing within 5 seconds. Yeah, I'm trying to time it, but again, everyone has different lags, so I gotta figure out a better way to do this. Probably just give it more time then, you know? That's why I went up to 50 seconds. So 50 seconds seems to work because a lot more people are getting their answers in for 50 seconds. Okay, lights, camera, action. What movie is this scene from? Okay, it's worth 4 points. What movie is this scene from? Alright, I'm closing all answers in when it hits 50 seconds on the timer. Alright, so you probably should be seeing the question right about now. So you have 20 seconds from that time. Okay, 40 seconds. You have 10 seconds left to get in your answers. Oh, this one's a toughie. You guys are answering Star Wars, which is technically correct. But tallying up questions now, or answers, it's actually Rogue One, guys. Because you guys did Star Wars, though. It's Rogue One. Rogue One's the answers. As the Empire rises into power, Jin joined forces with a spy and other resistance fighters to steal the space plan for the Rebel Alliance to tip balance power in the galaxy. Now, actually, I should have put Star Wars as an answer 2, but that would have been a little too easy. So, Unfortunately, the people who guessed it, it came in behind. So, sorry guys. 10 seconds. Yeah, that's a speed. It's a speed round. It's supposed to be 10 seconds for speed round. Well, once I time it right. But again, you know, this is annoying. I hate this stupid lag. The other option is to go to and do it on Twitch, which then I have to rewrite all my stuff for me. But, I'll figure out the lag in the last one. All right, for this last one, I think it's worth 5 points. But I'll go and go in 55 seconds and close it then. Okay. Let's get reaction. What movie is this scene from? We'll go up to 55 seconds on this last one with 5 points. I wonder if you guys get this. This is one of my favorite movies. Yeah, lag sucks. Tell me about it. Alright. Let's come on. What movie is this scene from? You guys should be seeing about now. Alright, we'll close all answers in 55 seconds. We're at 5 points. Close in 3, 2, 1. Tallying up answers. No, it's not Zoolander, guys. Mystery Man. Mystery Man. Middleman? Almost. Teach you. This Mystery Man. Champion City already has a superhero that an appropriate name, Captain Amazing. But that doesn't deter the city's 7 quirky amateur crime fighters who use the captain's capture at the hands of villain Casanova Frankenstein as motivation to prove themselves. Have you got none of you guys seen this movie? Am I that much of a nerd that none of you guys have seen this movie? It's one of my favorite movies. Mystery Men. It's hilarious. Well, I thought it was hilarious. It's dorky as heck, but yeah. Alright, trivia is over. Thanks for playing. So questions, guys. Now that we ran this trivia a few times now, a couple of times actually. The timing, the biggest problem is the stupid timing. I don't know what to do about that. That lag really messes things up. Yeah, it does have the Zoolander signature look, but then everything he does has that look. Yeah, nerd as AF. Yeah, totally. That's me. Nerd as AF. Alright, guys. That's the kind of nerd I am. Let's see here. Yeah. So the lag thing is a pain in the ass. So I'm wondering maybe we should just like not get rid of the lag or the timing thing. We have to have some kind of time because I can't wait for answers. But not base it too much on timing at all. But just base it on the toughness. You know, especially on speed rounds, the timing is going to be tough. But I think I'm going to add more time to account for the lag. I think most of the problem with this stream's lag is that I didn't turn off I didn't lower the latency, which means you won't get as good quality, but it doesn't lag as bad. So that didn't help very much. But yeah, Mystery Men, guys, look it up. It's such a fun movie, man. Something. But anyways, yeah. Any final questions before we close this? I hope you guys had fun on that. By the way, who was the winner there? Let's look. Lumpy Dog, you are in the lead. Ski is 1 point behind on second place, and Jordan Payne in third place. Nice. Let's go here so you guys can look at it. That is the standings, current standings for this week's trivia. Lumpy Dog first place, second place Ski, and then third place Jordan Payne. But look at that, Jordan Payne, you're up on top 5. Oh well, top 5. You've been in top 5, so I don't know what happens after today, if you rise up in the ranks or not for all time. So, oops. Yeah. So guys, hope that the first 5 correct answers. See, the problem with that, Lumpy Dog, was that the first 5. That means only the people with the quickest internet connection, you know, will get the point, right? So I'm just probably taking the time based off it. We only use time just to know when to cap off answers, and just leave it to, you know, how hard the question is, based on how hard the question is and the type of question. So, Hendo, you got 1 point for that one question. I don't know if you got another question. You get Rogue One. No one got Rogue One. Hendo, I closed the questions. I closed the answers off before you, after you, and then before you answer Rogue One, I think. I mean, I can go back and look at my chat. The problem is I have to base it on my chat, not your chat, which sucks too. Such a pain in the butt. I have to take out the time limit thing here. Stop calling it speed round. Just call it hard ass round, or, you know, or bonus point round. How's that? We'll call it bonus point round, so there'll be nothing to deal with timing. Only reason we'll have timing is just to close off questions. So, depending on the lag, we'll give you, like, for regular questions, like 50 seconds to answer, and then 40 seconds to, well, yeah, 50 seconds to answer all around. So based on, you know, my timing of how long it takes for the lag to work. If it's 10 seconds, I add 10 seconds to the 50 seconds, and we'll go over on the clock that way. So we'll do it that way, guys. So hopefully next week will be better, and I'll turn down my latency. So yeah. So any other questions, guys? Ask them now before we take off. I have to go and do the more videos for you guys. Yeah, I already did a rough estimate before. Before I start the trivia, I will say, because that's why I said, okay, test it now, test really quick, and then I count the seconds. How long would I get it on my viewer or my other browser window? And I actually have the chat open on it, and that's usually how I judge the lag. But the problem is I'm judging my lag. I'm not judging your lag or anyone else's lag. So there's only one thing I can go by. So it's just better just kill the timing thing. I will only have timing just to have everyone just question. You know, give you guys a lot of time for questions, but not hang around forever just to wait for you to answer. So. All right, Andy, Aries, see you later. Thank you for joining us on this chat, guys. And sorry for the technical difficulty. And I think if there's no more other questions, everyone's got to go do the water changes and everything. All right, so yeah, go have fun this week. I'll remember to turn down my latency, and we'll just do away with the stupid timing part of the trivia. All right. Well, guys, I love you guys. Have fun with your tanks. Have a good weekend, guys. And again, remember to join that the Waterbox Facebook group. You'll get all the information there. You can ask any other questions or anything that you might have, as well as knowing that Waterbox crew or Waterbox member community's website's gonna be up. So yeah, I'm slowly working on it, but it's happening. So I will talk to you guys later. And yeah, that member site community will have plant profiles, fish profiles, and all that other really cool stuff and other cool tools that people will be able to put in their 2 cents in and stuff like that. So again, it's gonna be a private member site. Hopefully when I get it up, you guys will be there. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have fun. Stay wet with your tanks. And I love you guys. Bye.